pretending it would leave if I didn't acknowledge it, but the breathing grew louder, slower, as if it were right beside my bed. That I felt the mattress sink slightly, like someone had sat down next to me. Cold air brushed across my cheek, that I could feel it now, a presence, a weight, a shape. That my heart slammed in my chest. I'm not scared of you, I lied. The breathing stopped for a moment. Everything was still, then a voice whispered, you should be. My eyes flew open. The room was empty, but on the dark screen of my phone, lying beside me, a single notification blinked to life. Unknown, why are you awake again? A fresh wave of fear rushed through me. My phone had been on silent mode. No vibration. No sound. Yet the message glowed as if it had been waiting for me. My fingers hovered over the screen, trembling. Me, who is this? Unknown, you know who I am. Me, no, I don't. Unknown, you did. Once. A chill crawled up my spine that I tried to remember. I tried to think of a single person I had pushed out of my life, a friend, a lover, a stranger. Nothing, just that same empty feeling. The gap in my memory, the missing space in my mind, and then another message appeared. Unknown, look at the mirror. I refused at first. The mirror stood at the opposite side of the room, tall and narrow, its dark shape barely visible. I'm not playing this game, I muttered. Unknown, you already are. Slowly, painfully I turned my head. The reflection made my blood run cold. There I was, lying on the bed, staring back at myself, but I was still sitting upright, which meant the reflection was wrong. It smiled. A twisted, unnatural smile that spread far wider than my face could allow. The eyes in the mirror were sunken, darker, older, filled with something that wasn't human. It raised its hand, and waved at me. I spun around. The room was still empty, but the bed dipped again behind me. A hand brushed against my shoulder. Cold, long fingers, dry skin. You left me here, the voice said softly behind me. Now I live where you sleep. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't scream. Tears ran down my face as my body trembled in its grip. I don't even know who you are, I whispered. Its grip tightened. And that's the worst part, it said. You're the one who made me. Suddenly, memories slammed into my mind. A hospital room, beeping machines, a broken mirror, me standing over someone, myself, but not quite. A moment I had buried. A moment I had erased. An accident. Or something worse. You were weak, the voice growled. So you split yourself in two. You gave me the fear, the pain, the darkness, so you could survive. The thing stepped into view now. It looked like me, but wrong. Pale skin stretched too tight, eyes hollow with shadows, veins crawling along its neck and face like black roots. Its smile was cracked, broken, bleeding at the edges. I am everything you refuse to remember. It leaned closer until its forehead touched mine. And now, I want my life back. The lights exploded on, the fan started spinning wildly, and the figure was gone. I gasped for air, my hands flying to my face. Sweat drenched my body. The room was normal. Silent. Empty. Alone. Or so I hoped. I reached for my phone with shaking hands. The screen showed one final message. Unknown. Don't sleep. Unknown. Because when you do, I wake up. The clock changed. 2:13 a.m. My heart dropped into my stomach, from across the room. The mirror blinked. Now that you know the truth, try to sleep. Turn off your phone. Close your eyes. Forget the mirror, forget the breathing, just remember one thing. If you wake up at exactly 2:13 a.m. tonight, don't move. Don't look around. Don't check your phone, because if you do, you won't see yourself anymore. Someone else will be lying in your place. And if you think this was only a story, take one last look at the screen before you sleep. If your reflection smiles even when you don't, it has already begun. Good night. If you'd like, I can now just reply, make part 2 even darker. Before this video starts, turn off the lights, lie down. Put your phone beside you, and ask yourself one simple question: are you really alone right now? Most people are afraid of monsters, ghosts, and demons, but what if the thing you should fear isn't under your bed, isn't behind the door, but is actually standing right behind where you're sitting? Tonight's story isn't just scary. It's emotional. It's disturbing. And it might follow you long after the video ends, because this isn't a made-up ghost story, this is about the part of you that never sleeps. If you hear breathing while watching, it's already too late. Welcome to Tales Reality. You can't sleep after this. Have you ever lain in bed staring into the darkness, hoping that sleep will come quickly, just to escape your thoughts? That night, I prayed for sleep, because when I'm awake the memories come back. And when the memories come back, it follows. The clock on my wall blinked 2:11 a.m. 2 minutes before everything always begins. I lay on my back, staring at the ceiling, counting the tiny cracks in the paint like I had done every night for the past month. They looked like veins now, creeping slowly across the surface like something beneath the ceiling was trying to break through. The fan above my head spun in slow circles, making its usual soft humming sound. It was the only reason I still felt even a little safe. That sound meant the world was normal. Then the sound stopped, the fan froze mid-spin, the air became thick and heavy, pressing down on my chest until it became difficult to breathe, and in that silence I heard it again, breathing, not mine, not the fan, something else was in the room with me, not again. I whispered, my voice shaking that I kept my eyes shut, squeezing them tight, pretending I was still alone.